Hello students, welcome back. Let us take a look at the converse of midpoint theorem of chapter 8 quadrilaterals. So, according to the theorem statement, the statement states that the line drawn through the midpoint of one side of a triangle and parallel to another side bisects the third side. So, according to the given statement, we have drawn the required triangle ABC such that E is the midpoint of AB. So, this satisfies the first condition, that the line drawn through the midpoint of one side of the triangles, and we have drawn the line from the midpoint of one side of the triangle. The other side is AB and it is parallel to another side, and this line is parallel. So, EF is parallel to BC and F lies on the line segment AC. We need to prove that F is the midpoint of AC, which is nothing that we need to prove that AF is equal to CF or AF is equal to FC. So, how do we prove this theorem? That is the converse of the midpoint theorem. Like we did in the earlier theorem, we took a point F and connected it to C such that, I will call it P, and we connected it to C such that CP is parallel to BA, and then we draw this construction. So, I think it must be really light. I will darken this for you, but just remember that this is our construction. So, I am making dashed lines. So, here I have CP parallel to BA. Let us mark it with double arrows since you already have marked parallel for EF and BC. So, now CP is parallel to BA, which also implies that CP is parallel to BE, correct? Because E lies on the line segment AB. Also, it has been given that EF is parallel to BC here. So, EP will also be parallel to BC because F lies on the line segment EP. Now, since the opposite sides of this quadrilateral EPCB are parallel, what can you say? That quadrilateral EPCB is a parallelogram. Therefore, what can I say is that EB is equal to PC. Let us write this much with the construction, and then we will go about proving this theorem. So, first I will write my construction. So, CONST is nothing but construction. Take a point F and join it to C such that CF is parallel to BA also join points F and P such that F lies on EP. So, now I will start with my proof. CP is parallel to BA according to my construction. Therefore, CP is parallel to BE. Why? Because E lies on BA. Let us mark this as 1. So, what are we trying to do? We are trying to prove this this as a parallelogram, this quadrilateral out here, EPCB. Also, what do I have? EF is parallel to BC. This is given. Therefore, EP is parallel to BC since F lies on EP. Let us mark this as 2. So, what do you get from 1 and 2? That quadrilateral EPCB is a parallelogram. Therefore, quadrilateral EPCB is a parallelogram. I will say from 1 and 2. because the opposite sides of both the parallelogram are equal. Therefore, what do I get? That EB is equal to PC. Correct? But what do we already have? We have that E is the midpoint of AB. That means AE is equal to EB. Let's mark this as 3. I have AE is equal to EB since E is the midpoint of AB. Let's mark this as 4. So from 3 and 4, what do you get? From 3 and 4, you see equals over here, EB and EB. So equals that are equal to the same thing are equal to each other, which is why I get AE is equal to PC. Therefore, AE is equal to PC. I'll say from 3 and 4. Let's mark this statement as 5. So now what did we get? We got that this side and this side are equal. AE is equal to PC. So if you take a look at the two triangles out here, let me mark these for you. AEF and this triangle out here. What do you see? You have vertically opposite angles over here. You have AB parallel to PC, which also implies that AE is parallel to PC and AC is your transversal. So what do you have? These two angles equal to each other through the alternate angle theorem, and also we just proved that these two sides are equal. Therefore, the two triangles are congruent to each other by AAS test of congruence. So once you prove the two triangles congruent, you can say that AF is equal to FC, which implies that F is the midpoint of AC. So let's go ahead and prove the two triangles congruent first. So I'll just divide the sections. Now in triangle AEF and triangle CPF, I have angle AFE is equal to angle CFP. Why? Because they are vertically opposite angles. Also, angle EAF is equal to angle PCF. Alternate angles for parallel lines AE and CP and transversal AC. Right, and we just proved over here that AE, so AE is equal to CP. Instead of PC, I am writing CP because this is according to the correspondence. PC is the same as CP, and I will say from 5. So just in case you might get confused over here, I'll change it to CP itself. Doesn't make much of a difference, right? But here correspondence matters a lot. That is why I just went ahead and changed PC to CP, because this was a requirement according to correspondence of triangles. Therefore, what can I say? That triangle AEF is congruent to triangle CPF by AAS test of congruence. Why AAS? Because you have angle, angle and side. The side is not lying between the two angles. If the side would have been between the two angles, let's say if AF was equal to FC, then the side would have been between angle A and F over here. So it would have been ASA. But since the side is outside these two angles, it is AAS test of congruence. Therefore, what can I say? That AF is equal to CF. Why? Through corresponding pair of congruent triangles, the short form of which is CPCT. Therefore, what does this imply? That F is the midpoint line segment AC. Hence, the theorem is proved. So, this was about the converse of midpoint theorem. We will take a look at the solved example as well as exercise 8.2 based on it in the next videos. Thank you.
Hope this video increased your knowledge. For more such videos and a completely free educational content, log on to www.epathshala.org or visit our ePathshala YouTube channel. We have each and every question solved for maths, physics, chemistry and biology. So subscribe our channel, share with your friends, like our Facebook page and follow our Twitter handle for regular updates and important educational tips, and also win ePathshala goodies. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe this channel and enjoy the freedom of education.